Question 986. Would you rather meet your favourite fictional character or your favourite musician, and who?
Oh dear. That's a tough one. I'm going to say, although unfortunately he's no longer with us, I'd have loved to have spent a night in a pub with Lemmy from Motorhead. I think that would have been so much fucking fun.
Yeah, we can have Dead.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough.
Yeah. I would much. Nerdy says I would much rather meet my favourite fictional character. I assume the fictional universe comes from with it as well. That's the assumption I'm working under.
Oh, then I know my answer then.
What's your answer then? And you're very
Now,
quiet.
see, I wouldn't have made that assumption.
Come back
I
to
would
me
have
in a
thought
minute.
you were bringing them into our universe.
No, I think. See, this is the thing. Kevin H says my favourite fictional character is Arthur Dent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Really?
Which would bring it. Well, it would bring into existence that universe. We live in that universe, which would be quite cool. I want a Babelfish now. Although the problem is if the universe is brought into it, I want Doctor Who.
Well, both of my answers have already been done, so never mind.
What are your answers?
First was Doctor Who, and then second was going to be Arthur Dent.
I mean, I'm surprised you don't go for one of the Star Wars ones.
I would not survive in that universe at all.
Was that a pointed comment, Dave?
I was aiming that at Jeff. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to say a fucking word. Oh, just because I can do an impression of a certain character does not mean he is my favourite character, even of that particular franchise.
No, that means it's your favorite character. It's canon now, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, he is canon. Well, no one's disputed. Even Badger will not dispute that Jar Jar is canon.
No.
I mean,
The fact that
Jar
he's your
Jar got
favorite
more
character
attractive.
Is canon.
Jar Jar got more attractive to Badger when Disney started making films.
They made
Badger.
Jar Jar look good.
Exactly.
Well, they open the eyes, give some eyelashes, you know.
But you're not disputing that he exists within the canon of Star Wars either way.
Of course not.
He's just annoying. That's all there is to it. It's not that he doesn't exist. He just is annoying as shit.
You'd rather shoot him out of the canon of Star Wars, but
I think there's an important question here.
What's that?
You say meet your favorite fantasy character. And, okay, I dig the universe part, but under what conditions do you meet them? Is it like for coffee, tea, sex?
It's an arranged meeting. It is just to meet up.
I'm not having sex with mine, thanks.
yeah, I had assumed it was like at a coffee house or at a pub.
Yes. Pub for a drink. No roofying.
Yeah, but could it lead on to after the pub? You know,
I mean, if they liked you.
Okay, what if we wanted them to roofie us?
Context matters.
We wanted it to roofie. I mean, Purple does have a point.
Then offer them. Then tell them. See what they say. They might be into
Does Florida Man count as a fictional character?
Yes, he does.
No, it's real.
I think he does.
No, unfortunately, he's real.
Yeah.
He could be your favorite
Title that's
musician,
passed
though.
down through the generations.
Yes. He could be your favorite musician, Jeff.
Hang in with John Wild says, can we have already met the musician? Yes. Seraph says, fictional character, though, which one I'd have to think about. Chad says, I don't listen to music, so fictional character, but I still have to think of who.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I don't really get into music much, so it would definitely be some literary character, but I can't come up with anyone in particular.
Can I say one of
Okay,
each?
now, when you say literary character, are we talking like books with no pictures, or are we talking graphic novels as well?
Well, he
Well,
just
they
said
are
fictional
fictional.
character, so it could be a graphic novel or a movie.
Yeah, he didn't say what they had to be from, because since the universe was going to come to our universe, I was going to say Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds, because I love nerd rants, and he does nerd rants very, very well. But also, I don't want to be murdered, because that would probably be the only way I'd have to meet him is dead.
trouble is one of my favourite fictional character. It wouldn't be much of a conversation because she's a bit not very talkative person. So
Badger.
All right. Fuck it. I'm going for one of each because screw you. But for the premise of the question, I would pick the fictional character. And it'd be this guy.
Aha. Would he not just kill you on sight?
I didn't know.
You don't know who this guy is, do you?
I didn't know.
Boba
Isn't that
Fett.
the Mandalorian?
No, it's not Boba Fett.
It's not Boba. No, it's
It's the father figure from the Republic Commando books.
Uh-huh. Never heard of him. Or them. Is that from Star Trek?
I was going to say from here it looked like He-Man was wearing a helmet.
You guys are horrible.
The musician.
Yep.
I thought that was She-Ra.
I'd like
Who's
to meet
that?
this guy.
Oh, he looks familiar.
Who is he?
That's Captain Robert. He's the lead singer of Abney Park,
What's Admi Park?
steampunk band.
Oh God, I need
Yeah.
new glasses. I thought that was no, I can't even remember his name. Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. He sometimes posts interesting questions on social media, and he's a very sexy man.
Are you saying that you take something from this?
Well, hopefully a cup of tea and a conversation.
I mean, I'm lucky enough. Anyway, I'm lucky enough to only meet one of my favourite, should we say, non-metal musicians, and lucky enough to have him on my channel. So I'm kind of not too bad in that part.
You had Celine Dion in your channel?
Well, I'm still trying to get her, but she said she'd only come providing you're not in a live chat.
That doesn't surprise me. Science Talk says meeting fictional characters supernatural. I want that. I don't know who though. The angry video game nerd. Brian Griffin says Jessica Rabbit. She plays Patacake. TP says don't think we'd be able to remember hanging with Lenny. It would all be a blur. The Rage shares fictional character Rand Al 4, so the Dragon Reborn can defeat the orange one. Not one word of that made sense to me. Ant Jer said musician Freddie Mercury. Ricardo says Jar Jar.
Of course they did.
How far behind am I?
I can't arrange a meeting, but I can simulate for you if you wish, Ricardo.
No, it's okay. We can live without.
Can you please keep your Jar Jar fetish out of the chat?
Yeah, in the side chat, Jonah just said Nacha, and I was about to say that. So
This is Robert X says, does the fictional universe include Australia? No, it's got to be something that could be real, I think.
I think it should cut on Australia because Australia is already fiction.
Well, this is the
Did
issue.
you get my tweet, though?
Did I get your tweet? I did not.
I have a choice.
Do you?
Yeah, guess.
Guess. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh God, you could not be more wrong. Well, yes, you could. You could have said Donald Trump. That would have been much more wrong.
Is he a fictional character or a musician? I want to know which he is.
I've seen
I
him rap
suspect-
on YouTube.
I suspect he plays the skin flute.
The Donald Trump that his supporters believe in is completely fictional.
I will say I quite like the I do like the Metal Trump YouTube channel. I do find some of them quite funny.
Haven't you seen Donald Trump's hit single?
No.
It's the China countdown. Bing bong.
Yes, I have.
China.
The China countdown.
China.
That's great. I love it.
Wait,
Somebody's done the whole song with Trump.
I would pick
oh, go on.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And yes, there's going to be something after we chat for a while.
Is it going to involve the lasso?
You're going to steal her lasso.
Yeah, duh. Of course.
Okay,
Starkey's-
well, if we're bringing in a whole universe, then it really doesn't have to be just one character, does it?
Well, you know, but you only get to meet the one character. Anything else you've got to arrange yourself.
Well, I was thinking that if I had tea with Doctor Strange, I might as well do it at his mansion, and then I could meet all the Defenders.
Yes, that's possible. Assuming they're there.
I wouldn't mind hanging out on Wonder Woman's island. That'd be okay.
How do they get along without sex?
They kidnap somebody once in a while.
Ah.
And they live
Actually,
for-
if you
live
go
forever.
by the original comics from the 60s, they would attack ships at sea, and they would breed with the men and then throw them into the ocean.
Oh, that's nice.
Sounds fair.
This was actually the
what?
canon of the original comic books.
If you got to go, you know.
That's the way to do it. What do we got? Okay. Starkey, favourite fictional character. A genie from Aladdin. He better bring his lamp, I have wishes. The
Which
nerdy goes,
one?
what's going on? Dave has actually answered the question willingly. Is this an apocalypse? So far, I have actually answered 100% of the questions. Chad says, I vote for Garrick from DS9. The conversation would be the conversation and intrigue would be endless. Kevin says, F the Star Wars universe, Jar Jar as a democratic representative.
Oh, please no. The party can't be that inclusive.
Richard Madsen, favourite musician, YHVH. That said Yahweh.
It'd still be a.
The sacrifice aligned to zodiacs, thereby the circles of fifths and amazing music. I've never heard of any of that.
Okay, to be fair to Jar Jar, he did redeem himself by being a competent senator.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Was he not tricked into doing things?
there was that whole
Yeah, but so
You know,
was everybody else, though.
there was that whole
Can't single out Jar Jar for that.
Amidala were here, and then the next
Jar Jar-
scene is Jar Jar just going, "This propose emergency powers."
See, he's
Jar Jar
better than
You
me.
fucking idiot,
Yeah.
Jar Jar.
His
Better
voice
than
is
me.
gone.
Jar Jar Binks got a better break than Al
Hey.
Franken.
Sarah,
Hmm?
you don't get on Badger for doing that now, do you?
Badger gets a pass for having a sexy voice in general, and he calls
I
me
was
kitten on
making
occasion.
I was making a point.
Exactly, and he calls me kitten on occasion, which that makes me happy. So he gets a pass.
How rude!
TP says, gotta say, if there is a heaven, it's surely partying. Trying to think of all the great musicians there. Sammy says, I would want to be the first character to meet Lilu in The Fifth Element. And then some sort of emojis that I'm sure I don't understand.
No, I've got to disagree. Hell is where all the good music's going to be.
That's what the rage says.
Heaven's going to have like the fucking Carpenters, and that's about it. And like
Ah!
we're gonna have fucking Lemmy, and
No, not even the Carpenters will get into heaven. They did some weird shit.
Hanging with John Wiles says, I've met John Taylor from Duran Duran, my influence on the bass. So the real Darth Vader. Not Just says, fictional character, I'd want to meet the god Jehovah for a chat over some drinks.
I'm going back to my fort.
I'm surprised.
Too controversial, these answers.
Yeah. Sammy says, I will roofie Lilu, Dave. There is no way you can stop me. Yeah, I think she could stop you.
She probably could.
I think she'd kick the crap out of you. Math Pig says, if musician, then jam with Kirk from Metallica. If fictional character, Bob Hope. Bob Hope's fictional?
Apparently he is now.
Bob Hope fictional.
Once you're dead and you can't get up and walk around, you don't exist, so you're fictional.
No.
No.
The premises of this, Dave did allow dead people.
Yeah.
Is there
I'm
like
not a
some kind of
fictional-
fictional character also named Bob Hope?
No dead
Probably.
people?
Probably.
Well, Bob Hope did sing in some of his movies, so technically you could call him a musician.
True.
But not a fictional character, which is what Math
But
Pig's
he's
claiming.
But,
But you said
he's
one or the
still dead.
other.
He's still
Badger
dead.
is claiming it's the fictional character. Badger? Math Pig.
I was gonna say Badger hasn't done anything.
Well,
Put the
pretty much
Batberg
anybody-
down.
Pretty much anybody who was famous and is now dead has a legend that has nothing to do with who they originally were, so that's a fictional character.
That's a pretty good point.
If I had
No,
to
it's
pick my
not.
favorite musician, it would be Richard Cheese.
Who the fuck's
How
that?
about
He
the
does
Wicked
lounge.
Witch?
He does lounge singer covers of songs, and they're amazing.
How about
Would anyone-
the Wicked Witch of the West?
Do you reckon anyone would like to meet Sheogorath,
Who?
Who?
the Daedric Prince of Madness from the Elder Scrolls?
I almost said that, but I also don't want to be turned into a wheel of cheese because he
That's
amuses
true.
the fuck out of me, and he might disembowel me with a spoon.
Yeah, no, he can be quite a fun chap.
He can be fun, but he
But-
also might murder the fuck out of you or turn you into cheese.
He might turn you into cheese,
Yes.
or he might find some weakness in your psyche and exploit it for eternity.
He's
Yes.
also threatened to like his attendant. He's threatened to like disembowel him and hang his bowels from the rafters because it would look pretty. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he'd.
prob-
I think he'd be amusing to meet with some kind of like protection in place.
that's true.
See, this is why children should not have swords.
I don't use swords in the game. Thank you very much. I use magic because that way I can throw lob spells at things from far away and not get hit.
That's
I
why.
use swords.
That's why you
I was
shouldn't
all
have
about
guns
swords.
as well.
Yes. No swords, no guns. Right. Nerdy says, I'm
Ben
thinking
Hope.
maybe...
Ben
What?
Hope. Ben Hope.
I'm all about the swords.
Fair enough. Nerdy says, I'm thinking Catwoman. Kevin, as far as musicians, James Hetfield or perhaps Paul Simon. Math Pig, hanging out with Zev Bellringer from P3K and just do stuff.
Which
P3K?
which Catwoman? Julie Newmar or Halle Berry?
Not
There've
more
been
than that.
others. There've been a
Hey,
whole
Dorothy
bunch
Pitt?
of others.
Halle Berry didn't play Catwoman. Halle Berry played somebody with a crippling addiction to catnip.
Yes.
I mean, you got.
Just kidding. Starkey says, "Oh, fictional character. God, I have questions." Andrea says, "Is there no people that have ever been in the chat?" Yes. Not just says, "My favourite musician / singer died not long ago, so I'd need to have a word with God first to talk with him. Satan would work too." Right, Orla stares daggers at Dave. What did I do to Orla?
Yes.
Well, the question is, what did I do to Badger?
Whatever it is, you should be ashamed.
I should be ashamed. I'm deeply
Yes!
sad.
I don't know. You must have said something disparaging against the character she liked.
That's possible. I don't know what character she likes. Kevin says, didn't Logan demand delivered prostitutes? How did they get onto Logan's run? I've lost that one. Sirif says, maybe Rocket Raccoon. Could be fun to destroy stuff.
Okay,
Groot, I think
delivering
it would be,
prostitutes would be a good service right now because we can't go to the brothels.
Yes. I'd like to meet Groot. I think it would be a very deep and philosophical conversation.
It
You
would.
think so?
I'm Groot. Yes.
I actually found a translator
yeah,
that would
but-
translate stuff into Groot's language.
Yeah. Okay.
So you would.
Yes.
So in that
How-
case, you would like to meet Groot and Rocket because Rocket can translate.
Just a sec, I will find the translator.
And
The-
if
the
Rocket gets on your
implication-
nerves, and if Rocket gets on your nerves, raccoons make a great roast.
The implication of a deep and philosophical conversation with him is, but how do you really know you were Groot?
I think
Fair
he
enough.
would look to the side, pause for a moment, and then go,
I am Groot.
Groot?
I just want to say Rocket Raccoon is the scariest creature ever imagined. Somebody with the intellect of a human and the ethics of a raccoon.
I don't even think he has the ethics of a raccoon. He has no ethics. He does not give a shit.
Have you met raccoons?
I have, and they're cute and fuzzy, and they're larger than people think they are.
They're
Yeah, but do you know what their ethics are like?
They don't have any ethics. That's true.
Yeah.
They want food. That's all they're. That's all
No,
they care
wait
about.
a minute.
Yeah,
They wash
it's-
Oh,
their
just
hands
one sec.
before every meal.
They do wash
Yeah,
their hands,
they're
but they
hygienic.
also they're very hygienic. But
We
they
agree,
also
we
want
agree.
food.
Yeah, they will come up, ask you if you have food. If you say no, they will eat you.
Here's
They
the
haven't
thing.
eaten me yet. I almost said
I-
at me because I, you know,
You
Foul.
only have yourselves to blame for raccoons, and let me tell you why. If you hadn't declared independence and like fought and kicked us out, see, our badgers would have been there for a lot longer and would have civilized the raccoons.
Exactly.
Oh damn! Are you saying that I could have a raccoon that has Badger's voice? Oh shit!
You could have done, but America collectively failed there. They blew it.
Badgers are evil.
God damn
They come
it.
into your kitchen and steal your food. They know how
So-
to
They
open
come-
fridges.
And they
That's
come in and
illegal.
they come in and burst your bouncy ball is what they do.
Apparently so.
So
I have
lack of raccoons, global warming, and Donald Trump it's all our fault, huh?
I have already told
Yeah.
Badger I will let him get away with almost anything
Let
as
me-
long as he calls me kitten on occasion, so he's okay.
Let me tell you the
Meow.
situation with raccoons. You see, raccoons are very ethical unless you have something that they want, because
It's
Because-
theirs.
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas are so cute.
They're smaller than I thought.
That is so cute. Oh my god.
How can you not love that? Raccoons are just so goddamn cool.
See, that looks like they've got good enough hands that they could be the next intelligent species.
Yeah.
They do. They have
We-
really great. Their hands are very useful. They're sneaky little bastards too. I love raccoons. They're cute.
I mean, people are so interested in breeding foxes down to the point of being tame and making good pets. They should do it with raccoons too. I think pet raccoons would be just totally fun.
I've had a pet raccoon and it was fun, but my family didn't like it because she was a sneaky little bastard and she stole their food.
Well, that's what they do.
raccoon.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like she's a raccoon. She's a bandit. She's a trash panda. Leave her alone.
And they're really cute. I thought,
Yes,
How
they're
would-
cute.
Who we
Throat,
lost?
Jenny.
Oh,
Jenny had to go update her boobs.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave. How would you pronounce my tweet?
Which one?
The one advertising this stream.
Questions.
Oh, you're reading it wrong.
Quastomistons.
What was that? Say that again.
Quastomistons. Right there. I'll put it in the doohickey.
I have this common typing mistake that I make almost every time I type it. When I go to type the letter Q, I end up hitting the letter W.
Quastomistons.
And when I write it, and I write questions with a W, it still looks like questions. Isn't that? That's. I think that's just me, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's just
Right.
checking.
I think we've killed this question.
What is the next Quastomiston, Dave?
Quastomiston. So you had a pronunciation in mind.
No, I just wanted to see how you said it because I just typed random letters.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.